Okay, next we do have another presentation. We have a gentleman here. I know we invited him. I don't know if he knows why, but we are honoring tonight Roger Seiler. So I'll just read a couple things. There's a lot of information about him, but I'm going to start with a couple I thought that were fun facts about Roger. And I really just got to meet Roger in the last couple of years because Roger is a South Nyack resident, so until the dissolution, we didn't have too much interaction with the residents of South Nyack. I can say now that we certainly do. But anyway, I won't say what year you were born, but I did read that you lived in Alaska with your dad, and that you learned you became a pilot, and you flew customers to a lodge, and that at the age of 16 you became a licensed professional bush pilot and hunting and fishing guide. But what I think was the most amazing is that he survived 2 serious airplane crashes. As a passenger, he wasn't driving, he wasn't flying it, without suffering any major injuries. Roger attended UCLA Film School with Steven Spielberg and Francis Ford Coppola, and upon graduation, he was hired by IBM to make motivational films. So that's when Roger showed up in Orangetown. Shortly after being transferred to the IBM here in Orangetown, that was in 1971, he, shortly after arriving, became a Republican committee man for the village of South Nyack, the town of Orangetown in Rockland County, and he has continued to faithfully and genuinely serve as an Orangetown and Rockland Republican committee man until the present day. In 1976, Roger ran for South Nyack Village Board and served 2 terms as a trustee and acting mayor. Then in 1977, Roger was elected to the board of the Nyack Library, and he served on the board, including 15 years as the chairman, without interruption until he retired in 2023. During his tenure, he was the driving force behind modernizing the library to include computer and audiovisual facilities, as well as orchestrating 2 building expansions, which resulted in quadrupling the physical size of the premises, and in addition, he created a parking lot specifically for library patrons. His dedication and the time he devoted to his effort resulted in an accredited first-class library and truly made the entire community a better place to live. In 1981, not to be done, he has plenty left, he was appointed chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals and continued to serve in this role without interruption until the village dissolved in 2022. And just as in his position as a library, he made a total commitment to the effort, and when the zoning code was updated every 10 years or so, he personally rewrote it. And somehow, in addition to his work for the village and the library, he found time to organize and become chairman of the Rivertown Film Society, a not-for-profit dedicated to exhibiting documentary and art films and providing education about films and filmmaking. He was also a part of the Friends of Nyack, a group which he promoted the wonders of the riverfront villages. So Roger's never been officially thanked, certainly not by this board, so we thought it was appropriate that we thank him and formally recognize him for all of his contributions to the people of the town of Orangetown. So Roger, come on up. Can I say anything? Say a few words? If you want to say a few words, you can go over there. You try to use the microphone, yeah. That microphone's on, right? Okay.
I take a few moments to tell everybody what inspired me to do what I did, and that will show them the way to get their kids to get the kind of education I got that made me go the way that I went. Okay. So.
Just, Roger, up to the mic so we can hear you, if you don't.
I went to a school called Deep Springs College in the high desert mountains of Eastern California, and this school was founded in 1917 by a man who made a fortune in the early electric power industry, but he wanted to create a school that would teach people to be leaders and teach them to be servants to the public. So. As I said, it was founded in 1917, and one of the things that makes it unique is that everybody goes there for free. Free tuition, free room and board. And the only thing you have to pay for is your books. So there are is built on three pillars: academics, student self-government, and manual labor. The school is located 40 miles from Bishop, California, on an isolated cattle ranch in the Deep Springs Valley. So it's on a cattle ranch, and being a cattle ranch, it's got the largest campus of any college university in the United States, 225,000 acres for its cattle. And it has the smallest student body. The student body usually ranges around 25, 26 students. And when it was founded, as I said, it was founded so that they could all go for free. So keep that in mind, parents here. You can sign up to Deep Springs College and get your kid to go through for free as I did, but they're going to have to do what I did. They're going to have to write new zoning laws and build additions to libraries and things like that, because public service is the key. And here's what the founder said, Lucian L. Nunn. The desert has a deep personality. It has a voice. Great leaders in all ages have sought the desert and heard its voice. You can hear it if you listen, but you cannot hear it while in the midst of uproar and strife for material things. Students, for what came ye into the wilderness? Not for conventional scholastic training, not for ranch life, not to become proficient in commercial or professional pursuits for personal gain. You came to prepare for a life of service with the understanding that superior ability and generous purpose would be expected of you. So that was what pointed me in the direction that I went, and hopefully other young people today will go in the same direction. Okay.
We can only hope. Thanks, Roger. Roger, we do have a certificate for you. I think Carmel wants to get your picture there. Whether you want it or not. Thank you.
Sure,
Yes,
absolutely.
of course. Yeah, whoever you want.
Absolutely. Thank you.